Lich ends up getting picked up by Singularity. I think that's a lineup that he fits well in as well. You know, Lich, again, has that frost armor, you know, has that resistance with it, and you go over, put it on the Slark. He could play aggressive early and throw a pounce out there, has the frost armor doing work, and then has himself, you know, dark pack in,
10 seconds
pounce,
remaining.
leash. It's a good combo. Grimstroke, I'm trying to figure out what the deal is here. What's he working with? Obviously, you know, if he's going to put the Soulbind out as well as the Phantom's Embrace, potentially having two heroes silenced on the opposite side could be the Lich and a +1. You know, it could be combo heroes. So we'll see, again, if anybody on the side of Singularity is able to get to the back lines and take out that Grimstroke early and often.
Radiant team picked.
And they go Phantom Lancer. So they pick their safe laner, leaving the mid for the last pick. I think this gives opportunity to potentially a 3-position Earthshaker. This could I would say it's probably a 4-bat. I don't really see against the Nyx Assassin and a Legion Commander. I don't see a Bat Rider being a 3-position for this lineup.
Remaining.
You could do 3 Earthshaker if you've seen this Phantom Lancer. Maybe Unique are expecting
5
that.
seconds remaining.
Earthshaker hasn't really seen too much play in the 3 either. At least again, personal experience. I haven't seen that much Earthshaker in the 3. So we'll see what Singularity want to do here up against this Phantom Lancer. Because I definitely think this Phantom Lancer poses a bit of an issue. Their lockdown right now consists of Lasso, a Pounce Leash, Sinister Gaze, potentially. Not great. Getting an Earthshaker in the 3 gives you that Fissure, gives you the Echo Slam against this Phantom Lancer. Gives you some opportunity. Leaves your mid for the last of your picks.
Dire team banned.
We'll see. You can go Underlord. You know, not terrible. Gives you a route, gives you a way out, gives you a way in. And Atrophy Aura is really good against Phantom Lancer. It's a very good counter to this PL.
Radiant team banned.
I think it was talked about a lot. I forget what event it was that Underlord's such a good counter to Phantom Lancer. I want to say it was the most recent major. They were talking about it on the panel.
Remaining.
I was thinking Earthshaker, and then the more I talked about it, the more I thought about the fact that Earthshaker just hasn't been played in the 3. And Meepo, they're gonna Meepo them. This is an Excalibur Meepo, right? Wow. I think the last time I cast Excalibur, he played Meepo as well. And that was a long time ago. I haven't gotten a chance to cast Excalibur in a while. It might have been when he was playing for Planet Dog.
5 seconds remaining.
But Meepo comes in. This is a lineup. Again, I wanted to see earlier aggression with this Lich, and you got it. You got it with the Meepo. You got it with the, you know, potentially a Slark if he gets a fast enough Diffusal Blade. Underlord, he can do pretty well here, too. Get an early level in the Pit of Malice. You want to be in the Atrophy Aura as well as using that Firestorm. We'll see. I like this Meepo pick. I think it could get very troublesome for Unique in a lineup where Phantom Lancer might need a little bit too much time. So we'll see. What do you Unique want to do over mid? They go to the Huskar.
Choose your hero.
I don't know. I feel like I haven't been a fan of Huskar recently. That's just, again, personal preference. Just I haven't been a fan of what I've been seeing from Huskars. I feel like they have these great lanes, and then they don't do anything with them. And we see them get, the 0-4-4 with life break, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh, well, I'm not playing aggressive. I'm just kind of sitting back, but there's a potential I do something, and it opens up the map for my Phantom Lancer, which we saw earlier tonight. If you were watching my stream, twitch.tv/bcup. If you were watching my stream, Chinese Dota, we saw this exact situation. I don't know what's going on with this lag. This is a clean feed, not my computer. Swear to God. But I don't know what's going on. This is not... It ain't me. It ain't me. How quickly I was to just give them up. Clean feed. Let me tell them. The feed kind of tanks. I like Singularity. I don't know about this Huskar pick. We'll see. We'll see how it does in lane. I think if Huskar can shut down the Meepo early, that's always a problem. Always a problem when Meepos get shut down. See, now this looks good. Right? Looks a little... No, you know what? We're still stuttering. We're still stuttering. We're there? I think we got it. We look pretty good. Some 1080p stuff right here.
Prepare for battle.
So DNZ is going to be on the Batrider Excalibur on that Meepo, Hesta Joe Rotten on the Underlord. Suzuya, I believe, is on... What did that say? The Lich? I don't really have the opportunity to just get to look at it. But, yeah. DNZ on that Batrider, like I said, once you pick that Batrider and they have those two counters to it with the Nyx and the Legion Commander coming out early, to me, that screams put the Batrider 5. Don't waste that farm on a 3-position Batrider that's just going to be countered immediately. So, that's just my opinion. I ended up being right. So I felt good about it. And then Zitrax is on the Sark. That's the one I missed.
30 seconds to battle.
Then for the side of Unique, it's so bad on the 4-position Nyx. Should be no fear on the Grimstroke Aggressive Child on the Phantom Lancer. Mid on the Huskar is Kodos, and then off lane on the Legion Commander is Petashara. And if my accents on those names are bad, let me know. I got some Russian Polish blood in me. I can give it a Petashara, you know. I'll get into it. I don't care. Flame Break pushing him away from the bounty rune. DNZ will pick it up. Very good job there. Just looking like a 3-for-1. Singularity. So I think if they can have Meepo having a good time as well as Zitrax getting into an earlier Diffusal Blade, if that's the way he wants to go about it, it's been the pretty much a standard build here for the Sarks, going into a Diffusal Blade. So we'll see. I'm more excited to see what's going to happen between Kodos as well as Excalibur. There was one point tonight where we saw a Huskar do really well in lane early from the get-go with the Burning Spears. And then we saw another Huskar over mid against Alina where he took Inner Fire level 1. And it seems to be the Burning Spears level 1 here for Kodos. You've got level 2 for Excalibur. So, what's the dynamic here between Excalibur as well as Kodos? How are these Burning Spears going to work out? How aggressive is Excalibur looking to play? As he's already doing a lot of damage on a Kodos, but of course those Burning Spears helping out Excalibur as well. And Zitrax is down here with Suzuya, who's on the Lich. So, I like this combination. Sark's got one of the Essence Shift right now. We'll probably see Pounce a little bit later. And then you've got, of course, the Frost Shield that'll be coming to you. It's probably just Frost Blast as well as the Frost Shield. And, that's what you're working with, potentially playing aggressively and looking for a kill here or there. I would say maybe on the Nyx, but I wouldn't be surprised to see like an early level in the Spike Carapace or something like that. If not already. Starting off. We saw over top as the Joe is sent back to base. I'll take the long walk down over to the off lane once again. Suzuya just putting out some shots over to Petashara. I want to see what that Nyx Assassin took level 1. What's so bad took here? It's overwhelming odds for Petashara level 1. Again, different builds, different regions. Legion Commander we saw go press the attack, a moment of courage, nothing into the overwhelming odds as Sobad gets a kill onto a courier. Actually hasn't skilled anything just yet. So keeping his options open, and that's pretty good in this situation. DNZ, Flame Breaking Swell. Aggressive Chado gonna get the stun, and he will. Stroke of Fate comes in, and we're getting a little bit of lag, but we will still see... Or will we? DNZ go down for first blood. No Fear gets the kill. We saw it at like 2 frames a second, but we were still in there. We were all witnesses to something amazing, and I'm glad you could all be here and take a part. So 1-0 in favor of Unique. Taking out a 5 position, not the worst thing in the world. We took a look over the Meepo, who's 21-3. You know, he's really doing a lot here. And actually, you can see one of his Meepos is buying the tier 2 tower. I really wish we could take a look at that, because that is an absurd position for a Meepo to be in. He's actually from the dire jungle. So I wonder how much of this is going to be effective if, say, you know, the Huskar wants to back off, go into the jungle, farm these camps, but doesn't have any to go after, as the Meepo's already taken them. Pretty aggressive style of farming, and he's going to grab a courier over mid. Ooh, potentially. No. I'm taking a look at the mini-map right now, and that courier goes the other way. There's another courier coming through mid in just a second. So one courier or the other is about to die, and it's going to be the Nyx Assassins that ends up dead, and he's actually sitting more towards the mid lane, and that's why I came out that way from the base. Huskar knew to put it away from the Meepo, but I guess Nyx Assassin wasn't sent the memo. Potentially in TeamSpeak? Discord? Skype? I don't know. Raid call? I don't know how these teams are communicating. In-game chat? But what Excalibur is doing here is kind of ridiculous. He's cutting the creep wave. I have never seen this, actually. Excalibur is cutting the creep wave in between the tier 2 and the tier 3. Nobody's coming over here to bother him. He's already level 5. He's getting free farm. And he doesn't have to worry about Huskar at all. Very unique way of playing that. Honestly, kind of impressive. Flying couriers coming out again. Do we want to send this courier out? And Nyx Assassin takes the Impale level 1. He is still level 1. I mean, this is a 1,000 net worth lead, obviously, because the Meepo's doing so much over mid and cutting these creep waves and doing everything in his power to get as much farm as possible going into the jungle as well. But to that point, I'd love to see the experience difference. It's got to be massive at this point, with the fact that Nyx Assassin is still sitting level 1 and he hasn't really accomplished anything. I mean, that is it seems like a huge waste of just potential farm. Meepo level 6, Huskar threatening a level 6. And Meepo continuing to just farm by these tier 2s and tier 3s. Because why not?
Dire's middle tower is under
Both
attack.
outposts in the control of Team Unique for the moment, but still about 5 minutes, 4.5 minutes until, of course, those become activated. Sobad sitting at level 1. Petashari's got some solo experience. He's sitting level 4, but that doesn't stop the fact that Zitrax is level 5 and out-leveling this Legion, who's had solo farm. You've got a Nyx Assassin sitting level 1, Lich sitting level 3. I mean, this is not what you want if you're the Nyx Assassin. For sure. And this is not what you want if you're Unique. It's honestly kind of ridiculous. I'm still shocked nobody's trying to stop this Meepo. I feel like that's got to be priority number 1. Yes, oh, cool. You killed another courier. You're still level 1. You're still a quarter of the way away from getting that level 2. At some point, you're going to want experience, right? You don't want to be going into this 10-minute fight level 2. But he's still sitting here. I mean, he'll at least get 10-minute experience. But Zitrax is going to come through. He's only got Impale. He doesn't have Spike Carapace. Somebody is dead. I don't understand. I'm actually dumbfounded. And that's not dumbfounded in the hopes of making fake hype. That is dumbfounded in the sakes of I've never seen that. I've been casting for 5 years, and I've never seen that. I'm sitting level 1 7 minutes into the game. So finally they rotate towards mid. They send everybody over here. They're going to duel this Meepo. They don't want him to leave. But the other Meepo comes in, and now they got the Earthbind on him, but it won't matter. They finally get a kill there on Excalibur. He's 67-3. Still up 2K. That rotates so many players out of their lanes. And look at these stacks. Look at these stacks. DNZ helping out Hesta Joe, who's now level 6. Goes into the Firestorm. Has 3 into the Atrophy Aura as well. That's really going to hinder the Phantom Lancer. Actually getting that 4th level into it. Things right now, if you're Singularity, feel really great. DNZ, finally Sobed is level 2. No Fear coming around. Underlord up in his lane, so he won't be able to rotate too easily. Grimstroke coming in, and we'll see if he makes a move over, as there's a couple stacks here for the Meepo. DNZ sitting nearby to make sure that he's able to secure these stacks. Royal Jelly, Suzuya trying to run. The Frost Shield actually gets him stunned thanks to the Spike Carapace, but Suzuya pops a salve, ends up surviving. Flame Break pushes No Fear back, and now he's just food for the Meepo. However, there's competition in the jungle, and the Hellbear will be the victor on that one, apparently. So this entire time with these rotations, with the amount of movement that Unique has done, it leaves Slark to really just have a free lane. Not something that you want to be up against. He's almost at 5K already. You've got him, or Meepo's almost at 5K already. The Slark's at 4,400, just about. I mean, that is way in front of this Phantom Lancer. They get the kill on a Suzuya. But again, look at how many heroes are here to secure just a Lich kill. That is a 4-position Lich that is getting killed by 4 heroes. If you're a 4 Lich who has drawn that much attention, you're happy. Meepo continuing to farm the jungle. Again, just happiness. Pure and utter happiness. Zutrax level 8. He's going into the early Diffusal Blade, and then the Ags have those multiple pounces. Use that Diffusal Blade, slow them up. Their catch, Earthbind, Pounce Leashing, Sinister Gaze, as well as the Pit of Malice when they do get that. So we'll see. Pounce, Dark Pact, avoiding the Ink Swell. Sobek comes over with Kodos. Zitrax won't commit to that, and he's got himself a double damage, so maybe he's going to look to fight once again, or just continue to farm out. Phantom Lancer sitting a little bit low. Petasharo's here with the press of the attack. Up an aggressive child. Out DNZ within the jungle. And we do hit those 10 minutes with 1 outpost apiece. So Hesta Joe, he's gotten the 404 route, which is no surprise. 4 into the Atrophy Aura makes it really hard for the Phantom Lancer to be here and get these last hits, and you can see he's already struggling. He's almost 1,000 net worth behind this Slark. And Underlord's doing great. He's keeping up with the Phantom Lancer. He's got 4 into the Firestorm. He's continuing to secure these last hits, secure his farm over in the top lane. There's not much that they can do to have a say about it, with Firestorm already being level 4 and having that 4 into the Atrophy Aura, making it almost impossible to really turn this around. Meanwhile, the Meepo going into the early E-Bleed. We'll see if it's going to be a Blink Dagger afterwards on Excalibur. He sits himself at level 11, has 2 in his ulti, hits the 10 strength on the first talent, and things are going great over for Excalibur as well. As you can see, he's got such a lead on that Huskar after cutting the creep wave multiple times in between the tier 2 and the tier 3 earlier on in the game. Gives him a 3,000 net worth lead to work with. Again, you know, something that you got to worry about with the Meepo is how effective you are once you get that E-Blade, what you're looking to do, and if you kind of fall off, because, you know, you would love to keep up the farm, love to keep up the pace, get that Blink Dagger, move in quick, but you die once or twice in a row, and all of a sudden, you need kind of catch up, and you don't feel as effective. So, let's see how they approach this as they're going after the tier 1 tower. Firestorm placed on a Kodos. Petashara showing himself. No point in Pit of Malice, so their lockdown is pretty minimal at the moment. Meepo going to continue to farm the jungle. Nyx Assassin coming over as he's level 6. He's made up a lot of experience. He's actually ahead of the Bat Rider. And I think they probably gave him the Tome of Knowledge, if I had to guess, considering he's at a higher level than No Fear. So you got the outpost, you got the tome, a lot of experience shoved into the Nyx just to make sure that, oof, that stun almost landed. Just to make sure that he's able to have that vendetta, be that forward vision for them, and potentially that break as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So, all the while, aggressive Child continuing to just kind of free farm here. He's still keeping up just about the same as the Underlord. But Slark very much ahead, and he's picked up that Diffusal Blade at a very nice timing. So, this could be a point in the game where Singularity are looking to fight. There's no reason not to. You've got, you know, a lot of the tools necessary to play aggressively at the moment with the Diffusal Blade already picked up. You can make a lot happen, and that's going to be the movement over mid and forcing 3 TPs instantly. Like, that was the instant gratification on just a move or a showing of a move and posture over on the mid lane. Meanwhile, Zitrak's still just over top. He's continuing to farm. He's having a great time. Meepo falls back, and he'll go back towards bottom to continue farming there. So this is fine. Force those rotations. Force Unique to play your game, and you'd certainly be happy with that. And now you finally have that value point at level 9 on the Pit of Malice. Of course, you won't have that Dark Rift. Your Uber's not available at the moment unless you want to pay an excessive rate. So, Hestejo Rotten, he's here to provide a little bit more lockdown and gives them the opportunity with the Atropure as well as the Firestorm to really lay down some pressure on the Team Unique, and that's a great position to be in. 4,000 net worth ad. The question becomes, is the Meepo waiting on the C-Blade to start fighting? You know, they've got the Diffusal. Can they start fighting? Can they, you know, ramp up that farm with a couple of kills here for the Meepo with the help of the Slark? Or are they waiting on that timing? Are they waiting to have the Diffusal as well as the E-Blade to move in and really just blow these heroes up on the side of the Unique and not give them an opportunity?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So they lose that tier 1 finally in the bottom lane. Phantom Lancer was coming over with Legion, taking over that outpost, the Assassin again being that forward vision for them, being that eye on the ground for them. We'll see. Nothing's really come of it. It's only 3-1. You know, I get all this talk about how Chinese region, just farming, CIS is bloodbath. You guys lied to me. And I don't appreciate it. Slark's going to break that smoke, and now they're going to try and come over. They've got level 6, so they have the Soulbind available on the Grimstroke. He'll pounce onto the low ground. They don't have the vision there. Meepo coming over. Now they're going forward with the lasso. Pit of Malice comes in, and the lasso's on to this Legion commander, so they don't have to press the attack to work with. No Fear's already dead. They'll take a look at Petashara. That's going to be a second gone. Kodo's on the run. He'll try to TP away, but they've got the pounce. That'll leech as well as the Earthbind, and they should have another kill. Life Break as well as Burning Spears will at least get them one in Suzuya, but 3 for 1 is very favorable for Singularity, especially with Excalibur getting a couple kills there, and now he's finished off that E-Blade. Wouldn't be surprised to see him go to that Blink next. Take a look at that fight recap. Blink Dagger picked up for DNZ. That's how farmed he is already coming into this first big exchange, and was 1 kill there for Unique, and Zitrak's already going in for more. Diffusal Blade, Ink Swell isn't going to matter. They've got the duel. It's onto the Underlord, but they just don't have the damage to finish him off before the duel is over. The Spike Carapace comes in, but they'll lose No Fear already. They'll trade for Hestejo Rotten, but still advantageous, I'd say, for Singularity, as you're forcing plenty of rotations. And I think he got permanent Essence Shift on that. It's alright.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
At least you're still feeling good up 5,000 net worth. Phantom Lancer's got his Diffusal Blade as well. You take a look over at Sobed, who's got a haste. Doesn't have Vendetta to work with, but maybe can move in, get a Spike Carapace down as well as an Impale, or just land a stun. Get something started here for Unique. Zitrak's meanwhile going into a Shadow Blade, potentially a full Silver Edge. And then it looks like a BKB into a Butterfly. No neutrals on him just yet. Didn't even eat the, well, Jelly. I'm not sure who that went to. Probably the Meepo and the Underlord. Kila dropped. So that should go on the Slark. That could go on the Meepo too. Grovo for the Huskar. Clumsy Net and Mango Tree still available. Singularity, they're in the pit. Sobek can come over. They don't actually, well, now that I have the vision, they do have the sentry down. They'll get the lasso out onto the green stroke. There's the spike carapace, but the E-Blade pop already coming in for Excalibur. The Flame Break pushes the Legion further away. Chain Frost goes up onto the high ground. That's actually pretty bad for Kodos. They get the kill on a so bad, and, well, a 2-0. Back into the Roche pit they go. TNZ needs to fall off a little bit and back away. He's low on mana, doesn't have that lasso to work with. I don't believe he has Firefly either. And a couple of illusions try to come in. Pit of Malice is down, overwhelming odds, but the Aegis is into the hands of Excalibur. Aqua for the Slark. He puts in about 11,000 net worth here. With that fight with that Aegis, again, you're keeping the ball rolling here for Singularity. And Scotty, no Blink Dagger yet. I don't even know if this Meepo is going to get the Blink Dagger. From what I had seen in some games, it's, you know, highly aggressive with that E-Blade Blink. Just that disgusting 1-2 punch.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sark pinging out some vision. So,
Dire's top tower
and they placed the sentry down, but of course, they've got vision there to take it away. Game kind of slowing down a little bit. Again, not really the bloodbath that I was promised. Blink Dagger next for the Legion Commander, who only has Phase Boots and 2 Bracers, so slower Blink Dagger there for Petashara. We were talking about how the Meepo is at 10,000 net worth, and now he's all of a sudden, you know, flash farming into the 12,000 net worth area. They've got Armwood as well as Heaven's Halberd coming in for the Huskar. That's going to give them Inner Fire as well as the Heaven's Halberd for that disarm. And the Aggressive Child going into the Manta style up against the Singularity lineup, where he picked up a Diffusal Blade at a pretty good timing. They're looking like they're going to clash over mid. They've got the smoke. Zitrak's coming back to the high ground, maybe trying to bait something out. But they've got the vision up here. They know you're sitting there. So unfortunately unable to bait them up the stairs into your advantageous hands.
Dire's middle tower is under
Try to take the tier 1 tower over mid. It doesn't look like anything unique can do to stop this. They do glyph it at a pretty good spot. Maybe they could throw in a little bit of a deny spear, but
Dire's
won't
middle
get it in
tower
range. Won't even
has
risk
fallen.
it. Why even try? Sobed picks up 2 bounty runes there, one on the Radiant side. Nico continuing to push over and pressure mid. But he finally spots that Nyx Assassin. They've got the dust on him as well as the Diffusal Blade to pop the Spike Carapace. Meepo comes in with the poof. But now a big impale from Sobed. A bit of a ravage, but E-Blade comes in. Firefly burning him out. And there's the Frost Blast from Suzuya to take out the Nyx. So they rack up yet another kill and keep the lead at about 7,000. Things still looking good for Singularity, who are pushing this snowball down the hill to get it bigger and bigger and keep on going. Sark goes in. He's been disarmed for just a moment. The ink swells out on Kodos. He's trying to run away. The rest of the team comes in for a moment, but Unique do a good job of disengaging off that. Again, have vision on that high ground.
Dire's middle tower is under
But Singularity right back to pushing, right back to making sure Unique don't have many spots to farm, many shots to get back into the game and make up this deficit right now. And honestly doing a great job of just shutting down the map. So Sark's into that Shadow Blade. We'll see if he finishes off the Silver Edge immediately or wants to go into the BKB. DNZ nearby. It's a smoke attempt from Unique. They've got the blink as well as the duel. DNZ dead to rights, and they've got themselves a dual winner here on the Legion Commander. Do they want to go and turn this around? It doesn't look like it. Meepo already out of here. Dark Rift from Hesta Joe, and look back at the side of the Dire, knowing that he's going to escape successfully.
For that.
So Witch trying to pick up a Glimmer Cape. He's got that Philosopher's Stone, amp up that GPM. Slar coming over. Kodo spotted. Excalibur's here as well. Soulbind comes in. They need to be able to kill off this Huskar. They finally get the kill. This Lich will use the Chain Frost, but a great impale again from Sobad. However, without the Huskar, it's really not going to turn into much more. We've got an Earthbind out onto Illusion of the Phantom Lantern. With that Flame Break, they'll get No Fear back into their hands. They'll get themselves a third. And again, Singularity overwhelming Unique, making it look pretty easy. And there's that Blink Dagger after the E-Blade as well as the Scotty. Odds looking good right now for Singularity. It's 11,000 net worth lead, just such a deficit to make up. I would say maybe if they killed the Meepo there or the Sark, they would have looked a little bit better, but No Fear ends up dead. Now, Aggressive Child, he wants to go in on this. He'll Doppelganger onto the high ground. Now they've got themselves the Pit of Malice. It lands on Aggressive Child. That's a big problem. They'll go over Petashar, but they've got the Earthbind onto the Phantom Lance, so they've rooted him up, and he is in so much trouble. He'll end up dead. That is a big kill because he does not have buyback, and he is gone for 50 seconds. Singularity. My oh my. I mean, putting a nail into that coffin that is this game one at the moment. And, I mean, Unique really haven't had an answer this entire time, to the point where I do truthfully believe they're going to respect ban this Meepo. Lasso coming through. They've got the Legion, so they have the press the attack, and Excalibur takes the tier 3 to work towards this set of racks. And now Soulbind comes through, Inner Fire. Meepo burning out the Impel Lands and the duel. They get the kill on the Meepo. That's a big one, but they've got the taunt on a Petashara. They look over as Kodos goes down. Zitrax, the second one to fall on the side of Singularity. Flamebreak comes in. No Fear getting a little bit low. He needs to be careful as he was standing within the Firestorm. Suzuya, he'll be killed off. There's the Impel hitting again on multiple heroes. So bad. After having such a slow start, seems like he's the most impactful all of a sudden. Couple of kills there that are really big for the side of Team Unique. So, down to a 10,000 net worth lead. This is one of the things that you worry about. Meepo dying 1 or 2 times straight where he doesn't feel effective anymore.
For my coffers.
Duel out on a DNZ. Another duel victory there for the Legion Commander. Starting to really ramp up the damage one.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
54 damage.
Radiant's
Smoke
top
comes
tower
out.
has fallen.
Keep it aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Here we go. If you weren't a cheerleader, I wasn't. Didn't hear a cheer. May not have heard that one before. I think they have a chance at the point they're sitting at right now if they get another kill out of this Meepo, and that could be a big potential problem here for the side of Singularity. And Meepo caught out once again, but they look over at Aggressive Child. They've got the Pit of Malice down. Soulbind keeping Hesta Joran connected to Excalibur. Now they look over at the Doppelganger coming through, but the Pit of Malice roots up a couple of these heroes once again. They look over at Aggressive Child, who's leashed up by the Sark. Can they get the kill? They can! He's dead for 52 seconds. He won't buy back just yet. Overwhelming odds will get the kill on the Excalibur. Petashara gets that one. He's got the duel on the DNZ once again. Victorious once more. Zitrax trying to get a kill on the Kodos, but he's now realizing that he might not have the damage to clean up here. Dark Rift. Underlord will get out. They don't have the damage, but now Zitrak's looking for a pickoff. Maybe on a straggler of sorts. Shadowblade runs out, and now he needs to move over near the Roche pit and check if this is up. Spider legs for the Slark. Again, taking out that Meepo. Consecutive deaths. One of those things that all of a sudden gets scary in a Meepo lineup. The lineup you're up against has the ability to wipe you out. So they smoke. They move forward once again. So bad coming over, but they've got the Pit of Malice. There's the duel into the Underlord. Probably the tankiest hero and the hero you least want to duel because you're not going to get it off. Petashara getting low. The Impale hits onto the Underlord. Now coming around the back is going to be Aggressive Child. The Earthbind is out on an illusion. They'll poof on top of it, but that's not the right person to go after. Meanwhile, Inkswell, Lifebreak thrown at the Underlord. Pit of Malice is not going to land on any of these heroes. They look over at Aggressive Child where they've got themselves a Sinister Gaze. They're trying to throw an Earthbind on him. They've got him out alone for a second, but they won't be able to catch him. And now the Earthbind coming in from the Meepo, who's silenced up and soulbound to one of his clones. Again, trying to get onto the high ground. Flame Break, Kodos, Earthbound. Pit of Malice comes in, roots him up once again. It just disengages without any casualties.
Regeneration.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Back over towards Roche. Thinking about going in again, 10k lead, but it doesn't feel like it at this moment. Again, it seems to hang in the balance of whether or not this Meepo gets everything done for them. Things kind of slowing down a bit, but the track spotted. There's the duel. This is a problem, and there's the victory. Sark did for 70 seconds. I don't want to say things are falling apart here for Singularity, but it certainly feels like this game has changed. 10k or not, it's a problem here for Singularity. Flame Break pushes Oscar, at least for the moment, out of the pit, but he'll go back in, trying to claim this second Roche. 90 dual damage there for the Legion Commander. Petashara helping out Kodos to grab this Aegis. And despite what it says on the top of your screen at 9k, it certainly feels like less.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Orb of Destruction, Greater Fairy Fire. Aggressive Child almost into this Satanic as Huskar is about to pick up this BKB. Lasso on the Nyx. Got the Pit of Malice. Flame Break kind of pushes him out of it. He's got the Force Staff to get away. And Dust comes in. Do they have the damage to get the kill? The Impale hits on a DNZ. Earthbind is there, but he's already dead. get that kill on Sobad, who's really been a thorn in the side of Singularity. But now they're going to meet. They've got the life break as well as the inks while they're trying to get the kill here, but he's been disarmed with the Heaven's Halberd. They blink forward. They've got the poof. They'll get the kill on a No Fear. Can they get more? Chain Frost bouncing around. They look over the Huskar, who's been disarmed as well as hit with that E-Blade. They'll get the kill on the Petashara, and now the Chain Frost really bouncing around, doing a lot of damage onto this Phantom Lancer. He'll eat the cheese. He's back to full health. They've got the Aegis already down onto the Huskar. He pops the BKB, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. The damage might be here for Excalibur. They're continuing to try and throw a net, but he's got the spider legs. Gets away from the Singularity side. Pounce wishes. Anta. Pin of Malice on a multiple heroes. Impale follows it up, but Excalibur going in deep to get the kill on a Kodos. And now we'll look over at potentially getting a kill on a Sobad. He might not even put his focus there as he's looking a little bit further back on a Petashara. He gets the kill on a Legion Commander. That's a double for the Meepo. 3 heroes gone without buyback. And it's time for Singularity to siege your base.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Now they'll go to take these racks.
Dire's bottom barracks
Aggressive
are under
Child
attack.
finally TPing back. They take the bottom melee racks, and it looks like they're going to focus their attention over towards top now. Now they're going with the Soulbind. That's going to silence up a couple. They've got the lasso out onto the Grimstroke. Pit of Malice followed up. Hits on an aggressive Child. The life break from Kodos. This is going to be enough. The inner fire disarms all these Meepos. Now with the Chain Frost bouncing around, BKB's been popped by Kodos. That's going to be done in just a moment. They might want to re-aggress here if you're Singularity. Impale doesn't land on anybody. They'll look for the Meteor Hammer. That's complete whip. DNZ goes down. Dark Rift out. Your Uber's here. 5 stars gets everybody but DNZ away. When is Uber or Lyft going to sponsor a cast, you know? Your local New York City taxi just doesn't flow off the tongue. Excalibur with a Hex, Blink, E-Blade, Scotty. Basher picked up for that Slark. And it seems like a pretty desperate smoke play here from Unique. An all or nothing play. You either win this fight or, well, I would say the game's over. So this is something that Unique know that they're feeling. And, well, they don't have Dark Rift, but... hell, Chain Frost is back up. Pit of Malice comes in. That's going to lock up 4 heroes. Nixus has some moves forward. Spike Cavern's going to be popped. They've got the Soulbind out. Slark's in trouble as he's silenced up, but the Force Staff gets the BKB off. They'll get the kill on a Petashara. Now they'll look over at Kodos. Starting to get those Essence Shift stacks up there, and Kodos now on the run, trying to get away, but there's the Pounce as well as the Leech to get the kill on a No Fear as well as Aggressive Child. They look for this Huskar. Stun comes in, but it's a little bit too late. Excalibur with the triple kill has to go around with the double, and the GG call from Unique. Singularity will in fact take game 1.
Radiant victory.
So Singularity take game 1 of this best of 3 with the last pick of that Meepo. Thank you, Observer. Let's take a look. (27-14), 12-3, and 7 here for Excalibur. Did a great job. Had a couple of deaths that got them maybe a little bit worried. So did Zitrax, 4-2 and 16, but overall, pretty good game here from Singularity, all things considered. So they take game 1. We'll be back with game 2 in just a moment. I'm your caster here at, on BTS2 at BCOP92 on Twitter. Follow me to know when I'm casting next. And hope you guys enjoyed the cast. We'll be back with the next game. And yeah, that's all I got. See you guys in a little bit. Love you guys.